Oh. I broke down. Yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
Do you think I peaked the? Did I peak the?
No, you can go really loud without peaking.
Oh
Like,
wow,
that
yeah.
didn't peak.
You got pretty loud right there, and it didn't peak.
Yeah.
What do you know?
Yeah. The niceties. Yeah, not peaking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I went louder, I mean, I'm probably already disturbing neighbors.
Probably.
So, okay, welcome back.
It's nice to know that we could pick up a bunch of domestic violence without peaking.
Yeah, that is nice.
Cool. Anyways, we're at Cranky's cabin. What's up? Let's see what Cranky's got to say. That way, old man.
What are you millennials conniving about?
This here's Rhino Country Boy. In jungle hijinks, stick to the treetops to earn extra lives. If you find any bananas, you can be sure the Kremlings have been there before you. It's been nice talking to you, guys. There's only one of us, Cranky. You need to see a doctor about your dementia.
I would like to say that I was voicing Cranky Kong earlier.
And I did a far superior job than you did.
Alright.
Sorry, I'm just so much better at doing an
I'm
old
just
guy
gonna take
voice.
every voice. That's fine.
I'm just that one acting dude from BoJack that only does the old guy voice for everything.
Topical. Wait, was this one called Nucky's Nuts? That's the name of this level? Good job.
Thanks.
Nailed
I mean,
it.
he made me nut, bro. I
Yeah.
couldn't help it.
Yeah. Whoa, what?
Yeah. Ain't as easy as it seems, is it?
Or I might be actually hitting him whenever.
Yeah, I think you gotta wait for him to nut and then hit him.
And you gotta avoid the nut. It's very important to
Yeah.
avoid the nut. Ah! That was close. He almost
Yeah.
got me with his nut.
Almost.
Oh, he's dead.
Looks like we are the one to nut.
Clap, 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 clap.
Clap, 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 clap. Good for you.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you, Ethan.
Thanks.
Congratulations. Now you're only halfway worse than
Shut
me.
your fucking mouth, you filthy whore.
Okay, here we go.
Vulture culture.
Wait,
Ooh.
I wish we could go back and see if that was Nucky's nuts.
I'm pretty sure it was Nucky's nuts. I mean, just edit it onto.
Okay, I'll check if it's Nucky's nuts.
Yeah.
And if it is, I've got a little surprise.
Do you like?
I've got a little surprise.
do like a big like spinny like BAM! Nucky's nuts. And edit my voice over that part.
Right where you're like, Nucky's nuts!
Yeah, like what I just said, edit that.
I got you.
Oh,
I
you
got you,
got it.
fam. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
And leave this part in.
Yeah,
also.
obviously. I'm gonna,
Yeah.
this is the part where I'm gonna edit Nucky's nuts in. And then Nucky's nuts will have already left. And it's right back right now, baby!
Yeah.
Nucky's nuts!
You do whatever. I'll trust you.
It'll be great, Joe.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Cool.
Nucky's nuts.
Nucky's nuts.
Nice.
This is little Nucky's nuts.
That was his first nut.
I'm sorry.
We all remember our first nut.
I do. Shamefully. Not gonna talk about it either.
I don't know. I feel like you should.
No,
Come on, Ethan.
not gonna talk.
Open
about
up with your
it. No.
audience.
Nope.
I'll talk about my first nut if you talk
I
about your
don't-
first nut.
No, we're not talking about our first nuts. Okay, that's not happening.
Fine. At some point, I'll get you to talk about your first nut.
No.
I'm sure everyone, all 6 of our subscribers,
I
will be
only
like,
just
talk about the nut.
recently told you and Marcy about that experience. Like, that was the first time I told anybody, I think.
You'll open up eventually.
Nah.
I'll talk about my
Now
first
everybody's gonna want to know, though.
nut. Yeah,
'cause
and I'm willing to talk about my first nut, so...
Your first nut is way less shameful than mine.
Everyone's first nut is usually shameful, and mine is weird, because I did things backwards than the way most people are supposed to do it.
But that's like a bragging point, really.
I don't think so. I wish I had something cringy and weird, and I did something weird. Like, everyone's already curious enough. Like, my first nut was, like, with my first girlfriend, and, like, I had never jacked off because we grew up in, like, a super Christian household, so there's so much shame in jacking off. Like,
Yeah.
we're Church of Christ Christian, so it's like... And in Texas. so
Most
it's-
people aren't gonna know what that is.
That's
but-
what I'm about to explain. Like, it's, like, a stone's throw away from Amish, in a sense.
It's like, you know how, like, with Catholicism, you've got some pretty, like, loose Catholics, and you've got some really strict Catholics? basically Church of Christ is like pretty strict on Catholic, but it's Protestant instead of Catholic.
Yeah.
That's if you know what that means.
They'll know.
They'll figure it out.
Anyways, super old school.
Oh god.
And like, to give you an idea, like whenever we were kids, it was really fucking confusing because anytime we would watch a movie with someone even like wearing just a bikini, our dad would like shield our eyes and be like, "Don't look at that harlot."
Yeah.
And you know, they were also like, "But don't be gay, because gay people go to hell." So it's like, what the fuck do you guys want from me? Y'all want me to want to smash, or you guys want me to be gay? Make up your
Because
mind.
it's one or the other, baby.
I can't do both.
Something.
Yeah. So, anyways, my first sexual experience was nice. Good job, Ethan.
Thank you. Woo.
Was getting a hand job from my girlfriend when I was like 14
nice.
or 15.
I didn't know
in
it
high
was a
school.
hand job, actually.
Yeah, it was a hand job.
Yeah. That makes more sense, actually, because you wouldn't go straight to vaginal intercourse.
And it was actually really awkward because I was like, "What is this feeling that's happening right now?
What's happening to me?"
Oh!
That was also my experience. Like, I didn't know anything about how jerking off worked off, so it was just like purely instinctual. And when I reached the zenith, I was like, "What? What? I'm scared."
Yeah. The funny thing is, I'm pretty sure like my mom and dad were over like talking to her parents like downstairs, so it was like super kinky. But
nice.
Yeah. And also other weird thing, like I never jerked off in that relationship, and I had sex in that relationship. So like I had never jerked off, and I came.
This episode is gonna be real popular with your wife.
Yeah, she's gonna love hearing about this. And we've talked about this before.
But we've never talked about it. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on if we ever gather a fan base, but we've never talked about it on a very public level.
It's fine. I've got no shame.
Okay.
I'm an open book and want people to know what's going on in my life. That way they feel like they can be an open book and not be ashamed like I was to jerk off.
I'm the opposite. I don't want to tell anybody about any of that stuff, but I still want them to feel comfortable to do what they want.
That's just as nice.
Yeah.
And should be respected. And I will not tell you to...
Whoa,
you don't have to talk about your jerk-off story.
Fuck. Damn it.
Goddamn.
Alright, watch out for those little nuts.
So, what was weird is, like, I had sex before jerking off, and then we broke up, and I was like, you know, like a 15-year-old kid, boy.
Now, are you going, like, all the way with this right now?
What do you mean? I'm leading up to my first jack-off story.
Okay.
I'm almost
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on the same page now.
Okay. What I'm trying... Oh, Jesus.
I
got distracted by the little nuts.
You just stood there and took that nut. Like, you could have gotten out of the way, but you were like, hit me. Hit me with that nut.
Give it to me, boy. So anyways, this long story. Had sex. Been jerked off before jerking off. And I was a 14-year-old, 15-year-old boy whenever I broke up with my girlfriend. And I, you know, was pretty much like at the horniness of my life.
2 letters.
It's fine.
Okay.
And I was like, there's like, it was one thing shame to have sex, but like in our household, jacking off was like the worst thing you could do.
Wasn't?
I felt like it was, at least in my opinion, it seemed like it was.
I don't know. I never ran into being caught having sex.
It was the worst. Anytime it happened, mom just like gave me the worst stern talking to.
Yeah.
Let me just finish this point real quick so we can move on, because I'm tired of talking about this jack off story.
Okay, cool. You want me to go ahead and start this level?
Yeah, you're good. So, I jerk off for the first time afterwards.
I wasn't gonna see this motherfucker.
Okay, so guys.
Go ahead, sorry.
So, after breaking up with her, I went without nutting for a good amount of time, and then I was like, well, I guess I have to jack off. And then I jacked off, and I was like, a whole new world. And it was just life-changing, and I was like, damn, why haven't I been doing this shit before?
Yeah.
And
this is so much easier.
Yeah, and I know just what I like.
I don't have to take anyone out to dinner.
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah.
Aside from lotion or lube.
Yeah.
And also, like, every girl either does it like too loose or too tight. They don't know the exact technique.
I'm sure there are some girls out there that are like masterful.
Yeah,
but
the master hand wankers.
But a lot of them, I mean, you run into the same problem on the other end of the spectrum. Like, dudes don't know what it's like to have a vagina.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna know exactly.
I'm not trying to say that I know exactly what I'm...
No, I'm not saying
I'm sure that jerking off as a girl, you know exactly what to do.
You mean like...
Like, if you are a girl...
Like flicking the bean?
Yeah. You know what you like.
Yeah.
It's the same equivalent.
Yeah.
Also, like, a lot of the times, like, if you're doing a handy and you're not, like, prepared for it, you do, like, a dry handy, and some people are cool with that, but it's like sawpaper. I don't want that shit.
Yeah.
Also, like, I don't think people talk about, like, the consistency
you mean
of...
sandpaper?
Yeah, sandpaper.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, sawpaper.
Like,
yeah,
man,
I'm
that's
glad you
way
clarified.
worse.
But, yeah. Shit, what was I saying before the sandpaper, sawpaper thing?
About, like, how men wouldn't know what it's like to have a vagina, and women wouldn't know what it's like to have a dick.
Yeah, what I was...
man.
What I was about to say is a thing people don't talk about enough is, like, there are so many different kinds of consistencies with lotion. So when you're jerking off for yourself, you know that you got the right lotion.
Yeah.
Or lube, whatever works for you.
Or if you're like me, you've never found the perfect lotion.
Yeah.
You're like, this is
the
okay,
never-ending quest.
I guess.
The never-ending quest for perfect
The
lube.
scent is also important. Like...
Gotta cover up that cum smell.
Shut up. It's more about, like...
Ethan's so defensive when it comes to sex talk.
I am, it's true.
At least you're honest about it.
Yeah. Fuck, I did the same thing.
It's
okay.
fine. We're distracted in our riveting cum stories.
Yeah.
The cumscapades.
Yeah. But, cumscapades. But yeah, I've definitely had a few Yeah, there you go, you're fine.
Yeah, that was close though.
I've definitely gotten lotion a few times where I'm like, this sounds like the smell would be pleasant, and like it would be if it weren't under a sexual context. But like I'm trying.
Try nut.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
God damn it. Oh, okay.
Oh, cool. Wait, are you
still?
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, it's still me.
Yeah. Like, I've gotten, like, lotion before that was,
oh,
like...
Jesus. Jesus! Jesus! Jesus!
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, honey almond scented or something like that.
That does sound nice.
It sounds nice, but
God
in practice...
damn it!
I'm like, this smells kind of like a retirement home. But, like, without the shit smell. Which is still not very erotic.
I mean, anytime you go into a retirement home, it does reek of either death and lotion. It's those two combinations.
But I mean, it's like very basic lotion.
Yeah.
And it still
has that lotion that's only intended for deep
retirement
dry.
homes. Yeah.
You just go to Costco and buy a big ass bulk of retirement home lotion. It's served in 5-gallon drums.
Yeah. Like, oh man, they don't have the 10-gallon drums?
Oh, fuck. I wanted to get my
money this way.
This is fucking Costco, man.
Yeah.
Can't believe I can't get that fucking 28-gallon drum. Fuck! Okay, I got it. Sorry for that loud fuck, guys. Focus. Speaking of focus, you guys ever have, like, a French teacher that isn't great with English, and they're like, okay, everyone, I need you to focus! If you have, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and it's hilarious.
I never took French.
I didn't take French. I had this, Okay.
Oh, you had this other teacher that happened to be French that was teaching, like, a different...
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this
Yeah,
now.
and she was a horrible teacher, so I never paid attention. But, like, one day she was like, Evan, I need you to focus! And I was like...
Like, what?
Well, now I'm focused.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna need a little bit of time to prepare.
Well, if you say so, teacher. I want to get that good grade.
Yeah. Just turns into, like, one of those, like, quote-unquote reality porns.
You ready for this, Ethan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you gotta do it from the bottom and then jump backwards.
I guess I'll try.
You can do it. You're almost there.
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah.
Woo.
Nice.
Thanks.
Yeah. Is there anything else we should talk about on this topic before we move on to
No, I think that's enough revealing life stories about my first coming experience.
Yeah. I do feel like there was something else I wanted to say, but now I can't remember what it was. So you'll all just have to live on in curiosity.
Yeah. Next time on Broda.
And you guys should comment and force Ethan to talk about his first sex experience.
No. It's not my first. Well, I guess it's technically my first sexual experience, but I wouldn't count what you're talking about as that because it's specifically masturbation.
I get it.
Yeah. Anyway, bye.
Bye.
Cream.
Cream.